Coming up next on this edition of In the City. A new enclosed soccer field at Richard Siegel Soccer Park is set to open soon. Also, CityTV attended a public input meeting informing residents and getting feedback on the new proposed skate park. Plus, Washington Theater inside Patterson Park Community Center is a great place to enjoy art of all kinds. And the City of Murfreesboro's Employee Services Department starts a new campaign to recruit qualified employees to the city. We'll tell you all about those stories and more coming up right now on this edition of In the City. Welcome to another edition of In the City, your source for what's happening right here in the city of Murfreesboro. I'm Michael Linn White. The Richard Siegel Soccer Park has begun updating their facility, mainly by converting the grass turf to synthetic turf. One of those fields has been enclosed, and we got a tour of the facility from the Parks and Recreation Director.
Welcome to the indoor practice facility at Richard Siegel Soccer Complex. We're really excited. This has been a long project, and we're excited that we're getting close to being done and getting close to opening this 110,000 square foot indoor practice facility, and we're excited to show you around a little bit. So this is the indoor practice facility at the Richard Siegel Soccer Complex. Like I said, it's 110,000 square feet. It's something that we're really excited to add to the park system. This all came about in about 2019. The mayor and the council at the time tasked the city manager to put together a team to recruit the Tennessee State Soccer Association's Murfreesboro to make Murfreesboro the headquarters, and we've done that. They've been a tremendous partner. So what this facility allows us to do is continue to really fulfill our mission to make Murfreesboro a destination for soccer development. We're already seeing that come to fruition from the improvements that we've done outside. We've done 8 artificial turf fields to replace that. That increases the capacity of how much we can play and the playability of the complex. So we have tournaments all the time. And that's a huge economic impact for Murfreesboro. Whenever people come to these tournaments, it means people spending money at our restaurants, and our stores, staying in hotels. So it's really good for the community, but this facility is unique because we can put multiple sports in here, and then we can also have different events, maybe different types of concerts or anything like that. So there's more to come on that. We're really excited, but what we're going to do now is we're going to start renting this facility out in the spring, and any information will be online at murfreesboroparks.com about availability, and we're just really proud of this and thankful that we're able to provide this within our park system. So the turf that we chose was a Shaw product. This is the same type of surface that we're using outside as well. And what it's designed to do is mimic natural grass, and the playability, the ball roll, everything resembles the type of bounce you get off of it. And it's got an infill for extra protection, but it's one of those products that we worked a long time to figure out which one would be the best. We really came up with this, and we're happy that we made this decision. So as you can see, the building is really tall. It's about 75 feet at the peak of it. And that's designed so we can play soccer, we can play full games in here. But you can see also up there that we've got a fan system. There's no HVAC system, but we've got 6 industrial fans that push air down. And then up here are the exhaust fans that takes the hot air out in the summertime, and we can bring cool air in if we need to. So at any given time, if it's about 100 degrees outside, it'll probably be about 20 degrees cooler inside the heat of the summer. And for example, if it's 35 degrees outside, it'll probably be about 55 degrees in the wintertime. So another unique thing about this facility is it's wrapped completely in safety netting, and that's designed to do a couple of things. That's designed to keep soccer balls or anything else from hitting the exterior walls, and also keep players from rushing in and be able to protect them. You can see also that we have safety padding on the steel beams, and that's another thing just for an added layer of protection for our participants who are going to be using this facility. So another unique feature that we have at this facility is we've got the ability to bring in large equipment. So inevitably, if there's maintenance on the building, if we have to bring in a lull to change out fans or anything like that, we can bring it through a door like this. And this door is also designed so we can bring in and change out goals. So if we have multiple teams practicing, we can bring in 5 or 6 different goals as needed, and this is something that we'll be using for that. Again, we're really excited about this facility. It's something that's unique to the region. It's definitely going to be kind of a shining star in our park system, and it's really already proving the benefit of having a facility like this for our community. Early spring is when we're going to have this facility open, and we'll be running kind of at a full clip from there.
Adding a skate park to the Parks and Recreation Department's family of facilities has been discussed for years. Well, it's going to happen this year, and we visited a public input meeting to find out more.
A new skate park and pump track is planning to be built at Old Fort Park. A second community meeting was recently held at Moab Bicycle Shop to get feedback and ideas from the skateboarding community.
You know, this has been something that we've known for a long time that needs to be added to our offering of facilities in our park system. And we're fortunate that, you know, our council and our city administration see that and see that's a void that we have. And it's just going to be a really exciting time for us to be able to open this up. So we partnered with Griggs & Maloney, who's a local design firm. And what they do is help us get through the whole process from, you know, concept and then project, strategizing all the way to implementation.
So the city hired Griggs & Maloney to look for a partner that could help with the skate park design. We sourced out all across the country different skate park designers, and these guys, New Line, were the folks that rose to the top of the list.
So New Line Skate Parks is based out of Canada, Langley, over in British Columbia, and we work internationally in the United States and Canada, and even abroad as well. We develop skate parks primarily designed and built, and one of the things that we really focus on is the quality of the build.
New Line designed 3 options with different styles and terrain. Members of the community were there to give their opinion and what they thought would fit best in the community.
They're taking a lot from everybody, the BMX guys, the skaters. They're trying to make it to where it's accessible for everybody. They mentioned all age groups, all levels, which I'm not the best personally, so I would like something that's intermediate, beginner-friendly, in addition to having stuff that I could grow on, progress to. I want it to be more street style, so more ledges, handrails, things like you'd see skating in the street instead of the pump. I don't mind the pump track. I'm a skater. I would personally use the skate park more than the pump track, I think.
Like the BMX community, the park bike community, the skateboard and scooter. We might have differences like when we're riding, but in reality we're all equal and respect each other. I'd like a good, decent pump track here and a good skate park. The number 1 option,
Some of the strongest things that we heard from the community today were that they're really interested in street plaza terrain and also in a pump track. So what that means is that this is the type of terrain that you'll get in downtown Nashville and Legislative Plaza. That's like nice materials that you can easily grind on, nice wide open space where you feel like you can push around and enjoy, skating through a plaza.
The design that was agreed upon was number 1, Boomerang, an open plaza concept connected to a medium pump track. The flow is open and linear with plenty of room to push through long technical lines.
We got to go through the next stages of planning and plans review and site development, and then ultimately a hard design and biddable product that will be released to qualified contractors to construct.
Anytime you get a situation like this, a group together, I think it really captures what Murfreesboro is all about. Getting something that the community collectively will really enjoy, I think.
What's really special about this project is that the community has given so much input and has dedicated a lot of time and effort into making this project become a reality, and just seeing that camaraderie between the people that very clearly want different things but want to make sure that everyone's accommodated for no matter where you come from. I think this is going to be really inclusive of a design.
A hidden gem in Murfreesboro for entertainment is in the Washington Theater inside Patterson Park Community Center. They recently organized the 2nd annual Battle of the Bands contest and discussed other upcoming events.
We have quite a few different events and shows that happen here at the theater. Whether it's Battle of the Bands or whether it's another big thing that we produce every year is we have a season of children's musicals. We do 4 different ones. And those are a lot of fun. Right now we're working on Magic Treehouse skit for some of the younger ones. Later in the year we're going to be doing Grease, and so that'll be a lot of fun. You can come out to those events as well. But other music events, we're also doing a blues concert, Blues in the Borough. That'll be in March. And we're starting on working on that, as well as we're looking into working on other events, be it music stuff, be it movies, be it dance recitals, ballets. The Tennessee Valley Winds and a few others are regularly in here, and we hope to have them in here more often. As you can come and watch all of these events, be a part of the community that's here. You don't have to travel to Nashville. You don't have to travel to Brentwood and Franklin. You can do those things here. And groups like, for instance, like the Valley Winds are excellent groups to come here and play. We have rentals here, events here almost every weekend that you can come and watch. We have an art gallery in the lobby leading into the theater.
Located inside Patterson Park Community Center, the Washington Theater lobby has been set up to showcase artwork each month from around the area.
We've been tossing around the idea of an art gallery in this space for a couple of years now, and finally just got the go-ahead and just jumped right on it. We really wanted to make art accessible to the community without it feeling like a museum, really serious, uptight space. So the community could just come in when they're here working out or for a family occasion and just walk through and see really good art.
This gallery gives all local artists or up-and-coming artists or professional, well-established artists a chance to show in their community. A lot of people think that, art shows are so far out and out of reach for them, but this actually gives you a chance to expose your artwork and bring the community together and share your creations.
The gallery can be a big asset to artists trying to connect with the community.
I think it gives local artists a venue to show their work to their own community, so they can express themselves in a local environment instead of feeling like they have to go to Nashville or Chicago or New York. It gives them a smaller venue to express themselves with their friends and family.
Artists wishing to display their work at the gallery can contact Susan Hicks and set up a time to discuss their portfolios and how Cultural Arts Murfreesboro can better help them.
Best way to look at our schedule is to look on the City of Murfreesboro's website. You can find us under the Washington Theater. And then some of our events are also hosted by Perform Murfreesboro. You can also check us out on Facebook at the Washington Theater Murfreesboro, and we'll have updates on different events coming up there as well. Just some really great stuff that's happening here at the Washington Theater.
Lots of businesses are finding new ways to encourage potential employees to go to work for them. The Employee Services Department of the City of Murfreesboro has started a new video campaign for potential employees called Welcome to Our World.
Hi, welcome to Our World at the City. I'm Frida.
And I'm Allie.
Today we are at the Murfreesboro Police Department, where we will be speaking with Sarah Gudger and Sergeant Amy Denton.
We are going to be learning about the different job opportunities the police department has open right now, as well as discussing ways they're giving back this holiday season.
Our first guest today is Sergeant Amy Denton. She will be telling us about the Shop with a Cop program.
So, several years ago, the Murfreesboro Police Department started doing the Shop with a Cop program. They would meet up with children that had been chosen by their city school guidance counselors on a Saturday morning in December, and they would shop. The kids would shop for themselves, maybe get a small gift for their parent. The officers shopped with them, and everybody it was a big free-for-all at a local big box store. So 2020 came around, and we didn't want to stop helping families. So we rethought it. And that year, we still got in touch with the guidance counselors. We got information about the children. We got a wish list and a needs list. And the officers went shopping. And then they wrapped the gifts. And we contacted the parents, set a date and a time, and we did home deliveries. It went so well that we've stayed with that format since 2020. When we all went shopping, it was kind of controlled chaos. And the kids got stuff 2, sometimes 3 weeks before Christmas. When we do home deliveries, they get wrapped presents about 3 or 4 days before Christmas. Some of the parents that haven't been able to put things under the tree choose to let the kids open 1 or 2 gifts with their officer and then save the rest of the gifts so that Christmas morning they truly have surprises under the tree.
Thank you so much, Amy. It sounds like a wonderful program and a wonderful thing for the city.
Thank you. This is Sarah. Could you tell me your role at the police department and how long you've been here?
Yes, I am the Public Safety Employee Services Supervisor, and I've been here for 2 years.
That's great. And if someone was out there looking for a job, what current openings do you guys have?
We currently have the school traffic patrol. We have post-certified police officer, police trainee. We also have emergency communication specialist 1 and 2.
So lots of options. You mentioned emergency communication specialist 1 and 2. What are the differences in those two positions?
So the emergency communication specialist 2 is someone that has experience. We're looking for someone that has at least 8 months as a public safety telecommunicator in a public safety answering point.
Okay. And then police officer trainee versus the post-certified police officer position?
So someone that is a post-certified officer is going to currently be a police officer with a post-certification, where a trainee is someone that has no experience as an officer.
Okay, that's very helpful. Thank you. Again, this is Sarah, and thank you so much for talking to us today.
Absolutely.
If you're interested in joining the Murfreesboro Police Department for any of the jobs Sarah mentioned earlier, you can go to our website now to apply or find out more information. At the end of this, there will be a short clip to tell you how to do just that.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Are you searching for a job? Have you searched everywhere for that perfect job that's right for you? Well, your search may be over. Go to murfreesborotn.gov and click on Jobs. The City of Murfreesboro has a wide variety of jobs available: full-time, part-time, and seasonal positions. Benefits for full-time employees include medical, dental, vision, paid life insurance, a 401k plan, and more. Applying is easy, so give it a try. Again, go to murfreesborotn.gov, click on Jobs, and start a career with the City of Murfreesboro.
Hi, welcome to our world at the city. I'm Frida.
And I'm Allie.
Today we're at the Murfreesboro Street Department, where we will be speaking with Tracy Brown.
We wanted to give a huge shout out to this department and show how hard the crew works every single day. If you're watching this, we appreciate you more than you know.
Hi, I'm Tracy Brown and the Assistant Director here at the Street Department. I've been here for 25 years. And here at the Street Department, we have an extraordinary group of individuals that focus on customer service and take pride in their work, and it shows throughout the city of Murfreesboro. Our crews consist of 60 men and women that are responsible for the mowing and maintenance of city right-of-ways and easements, asphalt and concrete repairs, as well as litter removal. They also maintain the city's stormwater drainage systems and street sweeping. In the fall, we have leaf collection, and in the winter, snow and ice removal. We also have an arborist on staff, and he and his crew maintain the city's urban forest. And last but not least, we respond to any major storm events such as high winds and floods.
If you're interested in joining the Murfreesboro Street Department, we have multiple openings right now. Just simply check out our website to apply. And if you want to learn more about the Street Department, then you can check out the city's podcast, The Insider, with Mike Browning, where he talks about winter preparation with streets.
We will see you next time on the next episode of Welcome to Our World at the City. Thank you for visiting the Street Department with us. Stay tuned to see which department we visit next. Bye.
The first female African-American firefighter in Murfreesboro passes away, leaving behind a trailblazing career in serving the city. The Murfreesboro Fire Rescue Department honors the first female African-American firefighter to work for the department. Mary Madding came to work for MFRD in 1982 and retired in 2014 after 32 years of service to the city.
Mary and a couple of other females laid a lot of the groundwork for what our department is today, with the females that work there now.
When Chief McCluskey came to work at the Murfreesboro Fire Rescue Department in 1985, there were only 3 females at the time. Now, around 7% of the staff is female. McCluskey says Madding was a huge asset to the department and took pride in her work.
Every time you'd see Mary, she was always smiling, always had something good to say, and she was enjoyed working at the fire department.
Mary Madding was 69 years old when she passed away and was laid to rest at Evergreen Cemetery. Madding leaves behind a legacy of hard work and dedication and paved the way for future female firefighters in Murfreesboro.
We're glad to be here today to honor Mary for all the service that she gives the city of Murfreesboro and the Murfreesboro Fire Department, and we're just sad for the family, but glad to be here for them also.
The Community Investment Trust Board meets for the first time to map out a plan going forward on how best to disperse funds from the Murfreesboro Electric Department sale. The Murfreesboro City Council recently approved members to the Board of Trustees of the Community Investment Trust.
The goal of the committee is to oversee the funds that were generated through the sale of the electric department to Middle Tennessee Electric.
With around $300 million to properly manage, this new board consists of community members with strong financial expertise to oversee the terms of the trust.
We'll oversee those in terms of the investments to make sure the prudent investments are being made, and we'll also oversee the ultimate contributions that are made out of these funds to benefit the citizens of Murfreesboro, the taxpayers, and various charities and community organizations.
It will take 15 years for the trust to be fully funded per the payment structure from the sale of Murfreesboro Electric. So, in that time, it is important to have qualified people to ensure the trust benefits the community in the best way possible.
There's various areas that are going to be really important. Certainly investment knowledge is a big piece of this, because we'll be making sure that the investment advisors are giving us the right advice to grow the money for the future. But there's all kinds of other types of advice that are going to be really important. Anything to do with running an organization, anything to do with community work. Those are all going to be very important to how this committee functions.
What will also grow is the amount of money given to outside organizations like charities.
Based on how the performance of this trust fund does, we should be able to triple the amount of money that is going to these organizations within our community over the next 10 to 15 years.
The Community Investment Trust will bring in funds to the city that will grow over time and surpass the numbers of the original sale.
As it gets funded, the investments will be made, but each year distributions will come out. Some of that will go back to the city general fund to replace what was coming to the general fund from the electric department. That number will also very, very likely grow to a number that's much bigger than what we were receiving from the electric department.
During this first meeting, a chair was chosen and basic first steps taken. This is an ongoing process as the board continues to meet and map out a solid plan for the trust going forward. For CityTV, Michael Linn White. The annual Martin Luther King Day March draws the largest and most diverse crowd ever. On Martin Luther King Jr. Day, the community came together to honor the late civil rights activist in the largest crowd ever for this event.
It's the first time we had an opportunity to march on Dr. Martin Luther King Drive Boulevard, but what was most exciting about it, there was an opportunity for over 1,000 people attended, and we had a very diverse crowd.
In 2022, Mercury Boulevard was changed to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard, so it was only fitting for this year's route to change to include this street.
For the first time to march on Dr. Martin Luther King Boulevard and getting it changed from Mercury to Dr. Martin Luther King, I think it says a lot, but it also says it's not about me, but it says what our community means, and this means a lot to our community. And today was an excellent day for this march, and we're excited about what the future holds.
Over 1,000 people walked from Main Street to Middle Tennessee Boulevard and then down Martin Luther King Boulevard, ending at Patterson Park. Councilmember Kurt Wade says the huge turnout was exciting and shows the diversity of our community.
To have that many people turn out for a 1.5 march was really exciting.
The march ended with a celebration at Patterson Park, including singing, poetry, and speeches. Organizers say they expect next year's event to be even bigger. For CityTV, Michael Linn White. We are excited that we've partnered with PAWS of Rutherford County in 2022 to bring you the Pet of the Month each month. Here's the newest pet, Happy. Happy is a 2-year-old pit bull mix and officially the longest staying resident at PAWS. He is strong, energetic, and resembles the true meaning of happiness. He will need someone who is willing to be patient with him in training, as he is still in the process of learning simple commands. He currently weighs 47 pounds. Happy is a ball of energy and loves to play with just about anything and seems to have mastered the art of zoomies. He's very friendly and will try to jump to give kisses. He is neutered and up to date on all current vaccines. Happy has not shown any signs of animal aggression while at the shelter. At this time, PAWS says they believe he is good with others. However, this does not guarantee that he is not canine selective. This is why PAWS requires meet and greets upon adoption with all other pets in the home, as well as any children under the age of 18. For more information about Happy or other dogs and cats available for adoption, contact PAWS at 615-898-7740 or email them at paws@rutherfordcountytn.gov. Murfreesboro City Schools is proud to announce that Stephanie Fontaine, 5th grade teacher at Irma Siegel Elementary, and Katrina Gannon, kindergarten teacher at Overall Creek, have been selected as District Teachers of the Year. Teachers were chosen for this honor based on their commitment to teaching excellence. The Tennessee Teacher of the Year program is designed to promote recognition, respect, and appreciation for teachers, to stimulate interest in teaching as a career, and to encourage public involvement in education. Murfreesboro City Schools welcomes 3 transitional coaches to assist in responding to growing mental health needs for students. Ashley Adams, Derica Cole, and Emma Collins will serve as transitional coaches at Bradley Academy, Reeves Rogers Elementary, and Mitchell Nielsen Schools, respectively. These mental health professionals will be joining the MCS Mental Wellness Team. Together with MCS social workers and counselors, the team will work to provide prevention and intervention in mental health services for pre-K through 6th grade students in Murfreesboro. Adding the transitional coaches is one additional approach to creating a safe and learning environment for all students. We can't have a whole child approach and ignore the mental health needs of our children, says Dr. Trey Duke, Director of Schools. Our mental wellness team works directly with students to help create lifelong coping skills, healthier attitudes, and better social and behavioral outcomes. Mayor Shane McFarland presented the STARS Award to Murfreesboro Transit operator Marlene Belcher for her compassionate response after observing a 5-year-old boy wandering the street. She pulled over during her route to talk with the young boy who says he was headed to his grandmother's house. She sat down with him as she notified Murfreesboro police that he was missing, but had not yet been reported. Murfreesboro police responded and helped reunite the young man with his family. STARS Award recognizes outstanding employees who embody the city's standard for service excellence and exemplify the city's core service values. The City of Murfreesboro Parks and Recreation Department has closed to the public the Boardwalk at Murphy Spring Wetland next to the Discovery Center. Murphy Spring Wetlands is a 25-acre city park located at Manny Avenue and Broad Street with paved walking trails and raised boardwalks winding through the wetlands. It is a favorite park for nature photographers and bird watchers. Inspectors have determined the boardwalk needs significant work and repairs. The city has therefore restricted all recreational activity, including exercising, walking dogs, and pedestrians on the boardwalk. The Murphy Spring Wetland Boardwalk was built by the Army Corps of Engineers in 2000. Through a local federal agreement for improvements to Murphy Spring, the city has partnered with the Corps to make enhancements and improvements. The city has been given recommendations on repair and will be working through the process of evaluation and contracting. City Manager Craig Tyndall has appointed Sam Huddleston to serve as Assistant City Manager for Engineering and Economic Development in the City Manager's Office. Huddleston has served as Executive Director for the reorganized Development Services Division since July 2018. Huddleston takes over for retiring Assistant City Manager Gary Whitaker, who retired January 17, 2023 after 35 years of service. Sam has served the city with distinction for many years, and I'm confident in Sam's abilities and leadership to enhance economic development and oversee projects with great efficiency, said City Manager Craig Tyndall. Sam has a wealth of expertise and experience working with developers and engineers in the planning and development process, emphasizing customer service. Well, that's it for this edition of In the City. As always, for more information about the City of Murfreesboro or any of the stories you've seen here, you can always visit our website at www.murfreesborotn.gov. And if you want to see any of the stories that you've seen today or catch up on some of the latest city news, you can always visit the City of Murfreesboro's YouTube channel. I'm Michael Linn White, and until next time, we look forward to seeing you in the city.